Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Charwell. We have a lot of chickens at the moment and they are going for a good price. It's a good time to sell, so we're going to thin the flock a bit and have a look at how they work. First though, work on the farm must go on, so we're going to head over to our brand new little tractor here and get this started up. So we want to get started on the herbicide going today. So we're going to get this going with courseplay as we did last time. We got some bits of herbicide in here. Hopefully this will be enough to fill up our little tractor. Now I'm not sure which... Is it our rear? No, I think it's the front tank that actually has something in it. So we'll drive this into here. And this tractor should be small enough to get it into our bit here. Oh, not enough space. Yeah, we need to unload into the yard. So we'll unload in the yard, get these out of the way. We'll move that with JCB in a minute. Because we can't transport chickens, so we'll have to get them done from here. So we're going to unload this, I think, if we select the right bit. It's not telling me there's not enough space to unload here, which is good. There we go. That's got that unloaded. So we'll get this refilled now. And we're going to send this off. And basically most of our fields need spraying. So it's going to take a couple of days to do that. We want to get any field really that is in a position where it's almost ready. We're gonna have to go and buy some more from the shop as well. So we are gonna look at the chickens today. We're gonna get into it. It's one of those things where everything needs to go on the farm. We need to make sure that things are going as they should, and as a result, that we are ensuring we get the most profit out of this year. This year is going to be the most important. We want to make enough money to get ourselves in a position where we can do our farmyard, where we can expand our farmyard, because we want to get the combine as well. Right, herbicide barrels are what we're after, and these have 1,500 for 1,000. These are brilliant. So we're going to buy a couple of these, because we're going to need to refill. There we are, and we'll fill up the front tank first. And you see that filling there. So yeah, as I was saying, I've done a little bit of research into the chickens and what chickens should go for and good times to sell and things like that. The Realismus modding page is a little bit low on the information as far as that is concerned, which surprised me slightly, both with the pigs and the cows. Whenever you all the information you need, everything you need to get going with that. Is all there, is the weight you need to sell out and all of that kind of stuff is there. So it did surprise me a little bit that I wasn't able to find that information on the Realismus modding website. But it does seem that they're not a huge money making thing, but considering how little they cost in the first place to buy, that's not overly surprising. We are probably going to get another rooster. Because I want to increase the rate at which we're getting more chickens, and at the moment we're getting them a good rate, and I think we've probably doubled our number of chickens, and we're actually going to end up selling off a lot of our early ones, but our rooster himself is getting a little bit old, so we need to get him sorted, and also our it will mean that we get a quicker production of chickens, and if we've only got one rooster. I think it's one rooster for every 8 chickens, so we probably need a couple more roosters, to be honest. So let's get courseplay working on this. Now, somebody also mentioned in Monday's episode that rather than skipping through here like this, what you can do is click on the field, and look at that. You can click on the field and it selects the field. That is absolutely brilliant. That is going to save me so much time. It's unbelievable. We are going to do 2 headlands as we learnt on this last time. We're going counterclockwise. Headland passes first, smooth them down, and we will get it to return to the start point at the end. So there we go. That is a good setup. Let's get back. Return to first point. So it returns to the gateway. And we want to go first waypoint as our start point. Get it about there. Drive course. And away this should go and get our canola here nicely sprayed, which will be brilliant. Everything else is still a little bit low. We've got a little bit of time to spray all these and get rid of the weeds, so it's not too bad. But yeah, we do need to get rid of them. So that is that done, and we are going to head back over here and head to the farm so that we can have a look at these chickens, as I was saying. Right, so if we look in the seasons menu, at the moment, chicken prices themselves are not too bad. We have the Rhode Island Reds. You can see that the price is just under the peak. If we're looking to sell now, we won't be able to sell for another year. So I don't mind selling slightly under the peak. So we're going to do that. If we have a look at our chickens, we've got a rooster which is £13, not a very mature rooster, so we want to keep an eye on that. There's a possibility he might die at some point. And then we've got lots of chicks here, so we've got lots of £0. So we are creating chicks. We've got lots of £0.4 maturing chickens here. We've got lots of male chickens, and of course these are absolutely useless to us for us making for getting eggs. So we're going to definitely be selling as many male chickens as we can. But if we're looking through, we got lots and lots of newborns. We've got lots and lots of chickens in here. They're getting up to weight. 0.3 years is young, 0.4 years is young, and you can see they start becoming mature at 0.4 years. So yeah, we've got quite a few here that have reached maturity at 0.4 years. They aren't quite worth the full whack of money at that point. You can see that they're still down a bit, because if we hit here, we've got matures at 1 year. Now these are all the ones we bought originally. I think we can replace these now at 1 year and mature. They're actually pretty good. We may be able to actually sell chickens slightly younger, but I think we're going to go in here and we're going to see how much we can get for those. Now, Rhode Island Reds cost £8 to buy. Are Rhode Island Reds that are at 0.5 of a year, so the ones that are reaching maturity, these ones here, these are worth £6, so they are actually worth the price that we would sell back if we bought one of these Rhode Island Reds and sold them back immediately. The interesting thing is, at a year and at £7.6, they are worth £8 each. So that actually is a really good time for us to sell our 1 year olds. We'll make £2 on every single one of them. We got a whole load of them in here, and we got 455 chickens. So we want to start thinning down our stock anyway. And you can see that we can actually probably sell a little bit earlier, which is why I want to get a rooster, more roosters in, because these slightly higher mature ones here at about 6 months are beginning to get that price, and it's then a trade-off between the price that we can get for them versus the amount of feed that we're spending on them. So yeah, we want to sell all of these year-olds off, I think. We'll see how many that reduces our stock to, but I think we're aiming for about £8 for this. Now, we might see if we can hold on, but I think £8 looks like the maximum we can probably get for these. And these are all of our first set of stock. So we've fattened these up. We've got them to a year old. And it seems to be about 6 months-ish that you want to hold on to fattening stuff in season. So this seems to me to be about right. We have got a lot. What happened there? Did we actually... No, we didn't actually do it. I think we double-clicked on something and didn't mean to. So let's try this again. That reset. Now, we've had this before. And I'm hoping that this problem is not going to happen again, where we tried to sell a load of stuff. Let's use this. And then just move all this. Now, because we've got the animal extension mod on here, we can hold down enter. And we can see how this goes. And we want to keep an eye, because we've got these going down. Are we going to be selling about half our chickens here? Quite possibly. There we go. There we are. So that has taken us down to 306. That's about 100 chickens. So we've got a really good number of chickens in that time. That is absolutely brilliant. So that is going to be 1,200 back into our pocket. Perfect. So we will confirm that. And then we want to have a look. We want to have a look at see if there's anything else that's worth £8 there. So currently there isn't, by the looks of things. The only thing that's worth money is the rooster. So I'm going to have a look in here and see how many mature chickens we have. We need about 100 mature chickens, really. So back into the seasons menu, and we'll have a look. And certainly, so we've got our rooster, and we've got lots that are too young, not fertile yet. Lots of male chickens that, of course, won't be fertile. Yeah, anything that's young is not going to be... so here we go. So we've got, yeah, about 0.4 years. We've got some mature chickens. That is really good. And you can see, and they are already producing producing more chickens. So we are going to buy another rooster. I think we'll add another rooster in. That will increase the number of chickens that we have. Or that we are producing. It will reduce our egg production slightly, but we're not doing too badly on our egg production. I think we're probably going to end up making more from our chickens than we are from our eggs at this rate. Especially as what we get at the moment, we get 150 litres of eggs in a box. And if we have a look at the prices, the best price we're expecting for eggs is going to be, yeah, per 1,000 litres this is. So this is 6 and a bit boxes. Sort of 7 boxes will get us 3,400. So one row, so that... So we're looking at about 6,000, maybe 7,000 off what we've got here at the moment. So yeah, not a huge amount in this. And we've made about 1,000 in 6 months. Yeah, okay. So we're actually making more off the eggs at the moment. But that's fine. We want to get those 5 months. We want to keep an eye on those over the next few bits and see how they go. We got a good price for the chickens at the moment, so that's really, really good. I'm very happy about that. So now I think we need to clean up the yard. We've got some chickens sold, and we've made a little bit of profit. We've actually sold all of our original chickens. Everything that has been produced and done going forward from there, that has meant that we've got a good amount from those. So I'm happy with that. We are going to put our forks on here and go and do this. And we need to do a little bit of work with our pigs today. We'll get that out of the way. And we're swiftly moving towards the harvest now. So if we've not got much to do around our farm, we might see if there's any lucrative contracts around that we can make cash off. But at the moment, I think we're in a position where, really, we're going to be skipping forward to the summer and probably the wheat harvest in the next couple. If we can raise enough money, well, maybe we can raise enough money from a contract or two to hire the combine. If we have a look in here and have a look at our harvesters, we could get the same combine we got last time. 275,000, I think it was this one, wasn't it? And does this have... So this has a slightly smaller setup. What have we got? Choice. I've got 790, 880, 890. So we've got a good set of choices on here. And this would be, yeah, so this wouldn't be too expensive. 14,000. If we can get a couple of contracts to do that, that would be good. What's the daily cost on this? Per day is 2,700 versus the other one that we used before, which had style. Yes, this is the one we had before with the tiger on it. This costs 12,000. So actually this is, yeah, except we went up to, well, we discovered the 690 actually worked fine on here. So 12,400 for that. And if we drop off the crawler track, it's 11,000 because we don't really need that. Yeah, it's 11,600. That is a good setup. That versus the standard cost for the 790 here, which is 14. Okay, so yeah, we can get the 690 with that and work that. It's not really, well, there is this. There is this with no tank extension, which only cost us 8,000 for the 9560 STS. Which would be interesting. Only 8,000 on the setup here. Versus 11,000, yeah. So we might have a look at what other combines are available as well. We could get a new one off the Mod Hub because there have been other ones released. So yeah, plenty of options there. But the reason I was looking in there, and the reason why I was looking to plan around that, is because, of course, we're looking at being, we want to do some contracts and stuff. We need 14,000. It would be good to have that money without having to borrow it. If we can get away with that, that would be absolutely brilliant. So it's, yeah, it's a little bit of a trade-off at the moment. Now, what have we got over here? We need to sort our pigs out, I think. If we have a look at our animals, because our pigs are complaining a little bit. They need water, they need cleaning, and they need feed. They actually would probably do okay for feed until the next game day, but they aren't overly happy with everything. So we're going to give them a top-up while we're here. Make sure that our animals are all okay. We know that we've actually done some good sales and some good setups with this, so I'm pretty happy with how this is going at the moment. Our farm is working well. It's making a profit. It's not a huge profit. We are actually next time going to probably be borrowing a little bit of money. In fact, that's the thing. We may not need to do any contracts, because next time what we've got to do is we hit the best price for corn, or one of the best price times of the year for corn, and we definitely have an excess of it on the farm. So we're going to sell some of that off. Hopefully that will be enough to pay for the trailer we're going to buy. So we're going to buy the Bailey trailer that we've had before. So hopefully it should be enough to do that. I'm also hoping that we will be in a position as a result to get the combine. Probably to rent the combine for the harvest, but not buy it outright. Our sprayer has finished and returned to here, so we'll stop that. Let's have a quick look in here and see what the weed status of our fields is. So you can see here that 31 is now weed free, 41, 43, 44 and 42 all need doing. So we'll head over and get it started on 43. It should be a nice open field for it to do. And it's, yeah, we've actually, we've got a decent amount of herbicide left. How is the size of that field versus this one? Actually, I think we're probably better off if we have an open gate here somewhere, doing field 41, because 41 is fairly close to the shop. So if we need to refill with herbicide, we'll be able to do it really easy from this field. So let's get this in here. And again, we've got a good setup for this. We will close that, open up that, click on 41, around 2 passes, generate field course. Pretty happy. That's actually going fairly well with our layout and drive course. And away it goes. And we are so well prepared on Charwell at the moment. We should be getting into later in the year really well. Forecast at the moment, we're looking for a bit of a wet bit later in the autumn. We are day 2 of summer, day 3 of summer, day 4, day 5 of summer, so we might get the wheat in there. Day 6 and 6 is horrible. Day 7, so first day of autumn is horrible, but we then get a better thing going into autumn, and that may change is the thing. But we'll leave this spraying and we'll go back to what we were doing, which is feeding our chickens. So we're going to keep this pile. So these 3 piles here, these are our feeding piles for the pigs. We definitely have enough left in those to get us through the feed for the rest of this year. Hopefully enough to get us through to the point where we can get the pig feeder. So that's the other thing we're trying to do at the moment. And in being in that position means that we will just be absolutely well placed. And we know we can harvest the sugar beet in the rain as well. So probably the first rainy day we get, we'll be getting that. And again, the great thing about what we're doing with the pig feed is that we don't have to worry about how much we're storing in this shed. We can just get selling. And we're going to probably try and buy as much of our equipment as we can this year, knowing that we're going to be in a good position in this winter to be selling crops. At the end of the year, we're looking at being able to sell crops and probably try and do our farm and increase the size of our farm. So that's the corn done. We need some wheat or barley and we need some canola, so we'll get onto that next. And it just freezes up. And that little Massey is gonna serve us really, really well on this farm. We're gonna be able to just send it off doing things like fertilizing and herbicide while we deal with stuff around the farm, or we sell pigs, or we generally make money. And that's the thing. At the moment, we are in this position where we need to be making money and need to be getting things to tick over. And with the pigs, that is perfect for us. That will do for that. We just need some wheat and barley. So steer clear of that. And we have a little auger that we're going to get for doing this, for loading these. It's a little mod, and hopefully it should do us fine. I need to be paying for the trailer and the auger with what we sell from the corn, which we should do. We absolutely should do. We've got more than a full trailer's worth in there. There we go. And that should sort us for that as well. So we need a little bit of straw in here as well. I just want to also check our chickens are good. They could do with a clean though. We'll do that in passing before we drop off our bucket. Like this. Perfect. And then we're going to drop the bucket off and we're going to go and get some straw and get the pigs done as well. So all in all, fairly successful today. The money we made on our chickens, we've almost immediately spent on getting some new getting some more herbicide, but that's good. That will allow us to sort things. I think what we're going to do is if there are any spraying contracts that we can do, again, while we're fiddling about in the yard, while we're doing all of this, what we'll do is we'll get the little Massey going out there, spraying fields for other farmers, getting that extra cash in, and just constantly trying to bring money in order to keep our farm on seasons going and keep our farm making money. Because if you can do that, if you are successful in seasons with that, then what you end up is just being in that great position of constantly bringing in money. Now, how much do our pigs need? They probably only need, looking at this, one, or we probably could do 2 bales of straw, so we will bring 2 back. I don't think they will take the whole of the second one, but it will keep them going for a couple of days, and therefore keep the monkey off our back, so to speak. We've got a single, okay, we'll take this single one off the top here. These Eurotunnels have been really, really useful for storing these bales. Massively useful for storing these bales. Right, and then we're going to put this one next to this here. Hopefully it won't roll too far away. Nope. And then spike both of these bales. And that is the primary reason for me leaving the shredder down there, as we discovered last time. Works really well. Our tractor is moving about the field, which is good news. And yeah, so kind of money from chickens today. And making sure that everything on the farm is just running smoothly. Which is always, always good to see. Right, there we go. Up. Oh, is that going to stay in there? Is that going to... Yeah. That will shred that. That's good news. So really, really hoping that we can make some money on here. Let's have a look. While this is emptying, let's have a look at these contracts. So there are a few contracts about at the moment. Lots of fertilizing stuff. That one, Field 85 fertilizing contract. So Field 85 is that top one up there. Absolutely perfect field for us just to take our sprayer and send it off doing for 1 day. Just would be absolutely brilliant. Would bring us in enough money to do the combine, and yeah, would be pretty good. Would cost us some money to do it, but I think we're going to accept and hold that contract. We need to then do that in the next 2 days. Most of the other contracts are a lot smaller. There's a fertilizing one there, Field 62, which we could grab as well. And then just so this is the advantage of having the multi contract mod. What we can do now is we can just grab these and send our we'll just send our sprayer out to do them, and like one of these will pay for all of the fertilizer that we use on the others. So yeah, if we can get the sprayer doing that job over the next couple of days, that will be perfect for us. And we'll get it doing the one that has a sprayer first, because normally a job that has a sprayer rather than a solid fertilizer spreader means a more mature crop. So we can get that going and spraying the one that's got a more mature crop on it, and be in a position where that will work. So they're not going to have much more straw, maybe another 2,000 litres. So probably half this bale, I think, will complete our pigs. And there we go. Right, so that is our pig sorted. That is actually all of our animals sorted. We've got ourselves some contracts lined up for the next couple of days. So we can do that. We can either go and do those ourselves, or we can set the Massey off doing that. I think we're going to tab over to the Massey before we finish, and just see how that's doing. Otherwise, that pretty much covers all of our jobs today. I'm really quite happy with that. This is almost to the end of this field, and that's come up because not because we're detaching anything on this, but because the JCB was attaching something. So yeah, that's a little bit weird. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop the driver, and we, on the last minute or so of this, are going to finish off this courseplay course. Oh, just as it runs out. That actually was some pretty fantastic timing. We need to go and fill this up with what we've got. And this is why I went for this field here, because I knew we were going to have to fill up before the end of it. And get that done. So that's pretty good. I am very, very happy with the way that's gone today. We've paid for this. We've got a couple of days of fertilizing ahead. We do have a little bit of fertilizer at the farm. We probably want to get one of the 6,000 pound ones done first. If we can do that, that will then allow us to buy more fertilizer for the others. Alright, let's fill the rest of this up. We do need to get the herbicide done on our remaining fields. Now, for those, we are looking at field 44, 30, 43 and 42 will need doing. 41 will be finished today, and we've got enough herbicide to do that. So we're going to need some more herbicide as well. But yeah, if the next 2 days are that, we should be good. We actually have a solid fertilizer spreader. So I'm tempted to get our JCB out and get that working and get that doing that job, because if we can do that, that means that we'll be quids in for that. And it also, I've gone the wrong way, it also knocks out that job for us and immediately gives us a chance to do more, which I'd be very happy to do. We'll just have to see if we've got any lime in our solid fertilizer spreader. But I think the JCB will be a perfect piece of kit to go and do that job with. So maybe we'll get that out next time, actually. I think that will be a good choice to go with. For now, though, I think I'm going to round this out here. We'll unfold this, get this to the nearest, nearest waypoint, and drive course. And I think off camera I will get this running on another field of herbicide. Maybe get the other 2 small fields done. For now, though, I am going to finish this here. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.